Canadian silver medalist Susan Humphreys is on warm-up in 10th place after the technical program. A remarkable move from the disappointment of Lillehammer.
For the first little while, I think I was embarrassed. I felt like I had, not really let everyone down, because I really wasn't expected by a lot of people to really do that well. I wasn't expected to make it there in the first place. But I think I embarrassed myself, because I didn't want to go out there and not make. I didn't even know that there was only 24 made the final, so I didn't find out until after the event. That made it even harder, because I was all ready to go. Okay, I'm going to go out there, on Friday and really skate well, and hopefully move up 10 places, whatever, as much as I could. And then I found out, and it was like, it feels like someone's just ripped it out from under your feet. And it was like, it's not fair. That's exactly what comes to mind, is it wasn't fair that I couldn't skate. But that's the way the game is played.
And when times get tough, Susan can always count on support at home.
They've supported me through everything, and they're so proud of me no matter what. So I have that nice family to go home to after, blowing it at the Olympics. I come home to a family who says, we think you're great. And I think that every athlete needs that, and some people don't have that, so I'm really lucky to have that.
Susan's competitive fires were stoked at a tender age.
I won the pre-novice provincial title when I was in BC, when I was around 12, I guess. And I remember not being able to go on to the divisional because pre-novice doesn't go on, right? And I was crying at the banquet, because I wanted to go to divisional so bad. And I think that that's when I really wanted to keep going forward in the sport. But there's another point in my life, I think, when I had shoulder surgery when I was 15, 16. After that, I was off the ice for 4 months approximately, and when I came back, that's when I really had the drive, I think. I think that's when I started to skate because I wanted to be one of the best.
Training under Christy Ness, Susan visualizes success.
I would think about myself that I could be on the podium at Canadians, because I'd always wanted to be on the podium at Canadians through novice. I went to Canadians twice in novice, once in junior, and I was never on the podium. But then when I went there in my first year senior, I wasn't going for a podium shot then. I was just going for the national team because I wanted a red tracksuit. But I think that then when I was on the podium, it was I'd been there before in my mind. And it was the greatest feeling, because it was like, wow, I'm finally here, and here I am standing beside Karen Preston and José Chouinard, and I was never expecting to be there at that time. So it was really great.
Well, Susan can already classify her first Worlds as a success. We'll have her free skate. With her dad and sister looking on, Susan Humphreys, the 18-year-old from the Royal Glenora in Edmonton, talked to Christy Ness, her coach, today, and her instructions were, don't worry about the placement. Go out and enjoy the skate. She had a standing ovation at the Nationals in Edmonton for her long program.
Susan had an excellent warm-up. She looked extremely determined. She's got one of the best jumping techniques out here, but she has had trouble in the past with her nerves. Let's hope she can put that behind her. She's opening with the triple Lutz. And she doubled it.
When you do that on your opening jump, it usually does one of two things. You either get mad at the next one, or it sits you into a panic situation. Triple flip, two-footed, but she got it in.
And a great triple toe loop. difficult triple, the triple loop, and she doubled it.
Triple sow double toe combination. This is perhaps not the skate that was planned, but not necessarily a bad skate.
She made very few mistakes. Maybe the 2-foot on the triple flip. The other she doubled. But overall, just a great performance for her first Worlds.
Yeah, the bitter taste of Lillehammer long gone now. Dad and sister standing, and so are many of the Canadian fans here. She belongs with this elite group of international skaters. She's proven that to the fans and to herself here in Japan.
Well, it's always a great boost of confidence when you can come to your first world championship and skate this well. Attempted triple flip. As she lands, you're going to notice that both feet are on the ice, constituting a 2-footed landing.
Here's a gorgeous triple Salchow. I don't think this could get any better at all. Just a perfect, clean landing.
There's Christy Ness, her coach, who was saying today she's not worried about where Susan Humphreys ranks right now with the top skaters in the world. It's how she compares with the skaters who will be near the top in 2 or 3 years from now.
Well, it's important for her to make an impression here, because José Chouinard may or may not be here next year.
First set of marks up to a 5.4 from the Chinese judge. Low mark on the board, actually, 5.0, and one of those is from Margaret Berezowski, the Canadian judge. Artistic impression marks come up on most cards. There are 2 first-place marks, 2 thirds, and 5 seconds. And right now, Susan Humphreys is in second place behind Marie-Pierre Leray. Nice job for the young Canadian. Back with more from